Hello, Heartland fans! We've come to expect emotional moments, powerful character arcs, and the occasional unexpected twist. But what happens when the show slips up? In Season 18, we were gifted with some incredible moments, though not all of them were as flawless as they seemed. Some plot points might have slipped under the radar, but when you take a closer look, the mistakes are hard to ignore. Let's dive into the biggest inconsistencies and strange moments that might have left you scratching your head. Did you catch these? The truth might just surprise you. One of the most puzzling moments in Season 18 occurs during a seemingly normal day at Heartland Ranch. Shane, Tim's son, is grilling burgers. The scene takes an unexpected turn when Shane collapses from heat stroke, sending Tim into a panic.
Shane? Shane? How's he doing?
He'll be fine. Seems like a mild case of heat stroke.
You okay? Yeah.
The problem? Shane isn't even in the sun. Throughout the entire scene, he's standing in the shade, away from direct sunlight. So why does he faint from heat stroke in such a shaded area? Meanwhile, Jack, at 85 years old, is grilling in the sun all day, wearing a long-sleeve shirt and a hat. Yet, he seems perfectly fine. This contradiction doesn't add up. How could Shane, strong and in his 20s, fall victim to heat stroke while Jack, an elderly man, is able to endure the harsh conditions with no problem? This is a mistake that stands out, breaking the immersion for viewers who are used to the show's attention to detail. And then there's the bizarre moment when Shane faints after learning that Chloe is pregnant.
We're pregnant, Dad. Chloe, I was her on the phone. She's pregnant.
You're gonna be. I'm gonna be a grandfather again. I'm gonna be a grandfather again.
Hey, that is great news.
Congratulations, Shane.
Thank you.
Pregnancy news is often an emotional revelation, but fainting from such a revelation is an extreme and highly unusual reaction. Let's be honest, this moment feels far-fetched. Shane's collapse isn't the kind of response most would expect to something as joyful as pregnancy news, making this scene feel more unrealistic than emotional. It's one of those moments that leaves you wondering, is this a case of dramatic writing, or did the writers just go a little too far to create a plot twist? Remember when Tim snatched a burger from a stranger at a barbecue?
Beef or bison?
One with the spice rub.
We don't have spice rub.
Got it over there.
In the middle of a casual interaction, Tim grabs the burger without any explanation or context. Now, Tim is known for being bold and sometimes a little reckless, but this action feels especially out of place. The stranger, a strong, macho-looking guy, doesn't react at all, which seems highly unrealistic. In a real-world scenario, someone like that would most likely confront Tim about stealing his food. This lack of confrontation throws off the realism of the moment, and it becomes a small but noticeable inconsistency that leaves viewers questioning the show's authenticity in this scene. Then there's Lou, who creates a huge scene in Nathan's tent, yelling loudly and standing on a barrel. It's a dramatic moment, meant to add tension to the episode, but here's the catch. Nathan's right-hand man is flipping burgers in the background and doesn't react at all.
Free steaks for everyone at the Heartland Beef Tent.
Not even a glance towards Lou or the scene unfolding just a few feet away from him. In a real-life scenario, anyone in that position would have reacted to such a commotion, even if just with a quick glance or a brief pause. But this unresponsiveness from the burger flipping man feels odd and out of place. It's one of those minor details that disrupts the realism of the scene, making the entire moment feel a bit less believable. As we piece together these mistakes, we start to realize something important. These are not just small hiccups. They are moments that disrupt the flow of the story, pulling us out of the immersive world of Heartland. While the show is usually masterful at crafting emotional scenes and compelling storylines, these mistakes remind us that even the best shows aren't immune to occasional inconsistencies. And it's now not just about the plot holes or unrealistic moments. It's about how these little mistakes acquire to create a sense of disconnection for the audience. But the proper query is, why do those moments matter? Heartland has a devoted fan base, and for properly reason. The display's capability to weave deep emotional tales with relatable characters has made it a staple for visitors around the world. So when something doesn't quite upload up, it doesn't simply sense like a mistake. It appears like an ignored possibility to deepen the relationship weave with these characters. Whether it's the unrealistic depiction of heat stroke, the extraordinary reaction to being pregnant information, the ordinary burger stealing scene, or the unresponsive bystanders in anxious moments, those mistakes highlight the sensitive balance the show have to keep to hold us engaged. In the end, these errors are a reminder that even within the maximum liked suggests, no episode is ideal. While those moments in Heartland Season 18 may appear minor on their own, they add as much as create a substantive gap in the immersion that Heartland generally gives. The show's ability to surprise us with emotional intensity and sudden twists is one of the things that makes it so compelling. But it's also vital to well-known while matters don't pretty paintings as intended. These weird moments might not break the show, however, they without a doubt deliver us something to reflect on, consideration on. So, subsequent time you watch Heartland Season 18, hold an eye fixed out, because these mistakes are hidden in undeniable sight, and once you see them, it's tough to unsee. Share your thoughts about these Heartland mistakes and subscribe my channel Mr. Perfect for more Heartland updates. Thanks!